Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
Good morning, everybody. The very first UT football game of the year is this weekend. If you're looking to show some serious team spirit with an elevated touch, Longhorn Fashions can help. Owner Tessie Crow is here to tell us more, and she's celebrating a pretty big anniversary. Tessie, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We see you about this time of the year, and that's because everybody's gearing up for those awesome game days. But I do want to first talk about how Longhorn Fashions got started, because you are celebrating 15 years. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I'm so excited. So I started it back in 2010, which is crazy, 15 years ago, and I'm just
blown.
Yeah. But I started online as a small website. I was working in online marketing at the time. So I started as a website with just like a little bit of burnt orange and white apparel. I went to Dallas Market. I was so thrilled to get it started. I kept working in online marketing while I grew it for 3 years. And then I got the first storefront 3 years after starting it as a website, and then now we're in the storefront over on 22nd Street. So.
And it is a delight. It's like a candy store for adults, if you will. There's so many cute things, and in fact, I'm wearing some pieces from last year.
Yes, you look fabulous.
Look at how cute this is. This top is just gold. You can put it with, I mean, I'm gonna put it with red. Cheer on the Chiefs. I'm sorry, everybody. But you know, it gives you the opportunity to do a lot with it, and then of course there is a certain shade of orange that we do a whole lot of as well, right?
Yes, definitely. We gotta have the burnt orange in Austin.
Absolutely, and in every form and fashion you can imagine. So we've got some lovely models here to show things off for us today. I'm gonna bring you to me while we bring out Caroline. I'm so sorry. I clipped you on the back there. And look at how cute Caroline is for her very first game day. Love the hat. Talk to me a little bit about this outfit.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we have some great straw hats for those home games that are during the day. The first couple home games are during the day, so we definitely want some sun protection. These are hand embroidered straw hats. She's wearing this really cute fitted denim dress that looks great on her, and it's comfortable and flattering. Good shade of burnt orange, which we always try to provide.
Bit of a stretch to that dress as well, which is nice. Yeah.
And then her necklace is a local Austin designer that actually brought these pieces by yesterday, gems by SJ. So she's wearing a local Austin designer, genuine gemstones, and
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that necklace. And so I'm seeing it on you as well.
Yeah, I have
here.
one too. Yeah, for sure.
Goodness, really, really cute. Okay, Caroline, great job. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and bring out Abby, who's doing a really fun take on, like, this is kind of a little country girl theme.
Yeah. So polka dots are big again this year. We love them so much. I thought this strapless top is great for game day. You won't get a tan line when you're out there all day long.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, these little tiered skirts are really popular right now, especially with the college girls. Abby's a freshman at UT, so she's getting all her game day gear.
Well, congratulations, Abby.
Yeah, that skirt's really comfortable. It's great for the heat. It's going to be totally sweat proof and keep her nice and cool on those first couple games.
Here's what I'll also say as well, is I'm seeing along the line a couple of touches of turquoise.
Yes.
And is that because, like, on the color wheel, like orange and blue go well together?
Yes, yeah, turquoise just looks so good with burnt orange. I feel like we've always carried a lot of turquoise jewelry in the store, and we have like some turquoise hat bands that you can add on, so it just looks
a nice
great.
little nod to the west, and, you know, the southwest as well. I think that's really cool. Okay, Abby, congratulations on your first year. Thank you so much. And all right, we're gonna bring out Ashley next. This is a really precious denim dress.
Yeah, we just got this in a few days ago, and we always love, you know, cream for game day too. It does have like the accent stitching that has burnt orange in it, but another like totally sweat-proof option, so she doesn't get too hot during the games. She's wearing one of our new scarf necklaces, so that's another really big trend this year.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit more about those accessories.
Yeah, so we're doing a lot. We have like a whole charm bar now where you can come in and pick out your base. You can pick out a silk scarf, or you can pick out a pearl necklace, or we have some turquoise necklaces and bracelets, and then you can add charms to them. So this is one with just kind of one big accent charm, but she could definitely add some more to it from the charm bar, or she can wear it like that. It looks great.
I'm thinking it's going to soak up some of my neck sweat.
Yeah, that's true.
Which might be helpful. In these first few games. Okay, Ashley, thank you so much. And now we're going to move to the mini models. We've got your minis in the studio today. So this is Annie. Annie, wave hi to the camera. Hi there. Oh, she is precious.
Thank you.
Tell us about her little look.
Definitely. So Annie is wearing a sear print top from Brooke Wright. She's a designer out of Fort Worth that we love. Really high quality pieces. And we actually have this top in 3 different dresses for the mom and the same top.
Oh,
so you could do a little
mom
mommy
and
me.
me.
Yeah. And
Aw.
it's a dress and a pattern that we love to carry because it's just really high quality, something unique and pretty. And yeah, I'm so glad to have it in kiddo sizes too now.
That is so cute. We promised Annie we'd give her a spin on camera, so here you go, sister. There you go. Good job, Annie. Thank you so much. All right, you can head off, and we're gonna bring out our littlest model. Hello, Carson. Oh, good wave, buddy. So I think it really brings up the important points that we have all the way down to the littlest Longhorn fans. Some options for everybody, right?
Yes, definitely. So yeah, I think, I was thinking about, I filmed Studio 512 when I was pregnant with Annie and with Carson. And so it's fun to have them here, but also so as the store has grown with me and I have children, it's fun to carry more kids items and have that for my customers too. But yeah, Carson's wearing a cute little button-down shirt that's really comfortable, and actually it says Longhorns on the back.
Longhorn, show it off there, Carson. Very good.
And we're keep getting more and more children items in. And then these cowboy hats are at the store too. So we have custom hats for adults and kids now. So kids can come in and decorate them for you, and we can brand them and do all the fun things. So they get to be part of the fun now.
He's hanging out with Mama. I don't want to send him away, but Carson, you did a great job. High five there, buddy. Nice. Okay, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to just scoot you back, Tessie, if I can. In the last minute or so that we've got, you mentioned your charm bar. Of course, we've touched on hats a little bit, but really you've become a go-to hat spot. Not only that, you can have hat parties as well. Tell us about it.
Definitely, we love hosting hat parties. It's such a great way to be creative with your friends, and we love engaging with people. And we have people that come in from New York or California, all over the U.S., and they do it as a fun way to kind of get together when they're in town for a bachelorette party or a team building event if their company's in town. So it's really transformed the store and been a great addition to it the past couple years.
Yeah, and you can get, initials engraved. You can choose different bands to go around the hats. You can really make it yours. So everybody piles in. Maybe you even all choose the same color hat. Nobody walks away with the same thing.
No, definitely. Yeah, the store is packed full of hat options. So you could find anything that you imagine and then definitely mix it up from your friends that you're with.
Lovely. Yeah. Okay, and just if I can get you to reflect real quickly in our last 10 seconds here or so on those 15 years, just maybe say thank you to the community who supported you.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much. I started when I was so young, and the support I was given over the years, and even last week and yesterday and today from you and everybody, I'm so grateful for the support. It's a small business, and I'm just glad to still be here and thriving.
Well, we're happy to have you, and I will tell everybody I've already put in an order for this year. Just waiting for it to arrive for game day. Here we go. All right, Tessie, thank you so much. Make 'em horns. All right, so much fun stuff to shop to represent the 40 acres during football season and beyond. Shop online today and inquire about Tessie's custom hat bar at longhornfashions.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Paws Veterinary. Paws Veterinary has 4 convenient locations across the Austin area to help serve you and your furry friends. And KXAN is proud to partner with them as they are a hound hangout for Clear the Shelters 2025. Dr. Jenna Webb is here to tell us more about Paws, where she has been a veterinarian now for 9 years, which is pretty impressive. Yep. So talk to us a little bit about Paws Veterinary and what it is y'all offer.
Yeah, so Paws Veterinary has been in the Austin area for over 10 years now. We have 4 locations spread across the city of Austin to be able to serve the whole area.
Let's talk about the idea behind the design of your locations, because I'm sitting on a pretty darn comfortable couch and it's really cute.
Yeah, so a couple of points for that. One being, again, trying to make everyone comfy and cozy. A lot of times hard decisions have to be made, and going to someplace that's a little more comfortable helps to make those decisions a little more comfortable to make. It's not as scary for pets. Right. So we have familiar couches, familiar furniture to make it seem more homey for them.
Let's talk about the services that you offer, because wow, you've got a lot for pet parents.
So we're a full-service general practice, meaning that we can help you anywhere from wellness, vaccines, through sick issues, and even doing surgery, dental surgery, and that sort of things.
With Clear the Shelters going on through the month of August, I just want to ask about advice for new adopters, maybe people who are bringing in pets for the first time. Let's start with someone who has maybe done a sweet thing and adopted an older pet.
Yeah. So I would say either way, probably the best thing to do is establish with a vet early. So that way we can, get records all filed away, make sure you're up to date on vaccines. It also helps us to kind of just check in general for general health. So especially in our older patients, they can come along with pre-existing conditions. Socialization is a very big part for puppies. That kind of first couple month period of time after birth is really their top point of socialization and where that's the most important. And so we have socialization classes at our North location on a weekly basis. That kind of helps along with that, creates a safe environment for socialization so that they can get that taken care of.
Sounds good to me. Dr. Webb, thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
Whether you're a seasoned pet parent or preparing to adopt, Paws Veterinary can help. Learn more at pawsvet.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Paws Veterinary. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Austin. Pella wants to deliver more than just windows and doors. They aim to bring lasting beauty, cutting-edge innovation, and performance you can trust, built for the way you live. Retail sales manager Shelby McIntosh and general manager Kevin Amen are here to tell us more. And Kevin, we're starting with you. Talk to us a little bit about Pella as a business and what y'all are known for.
Well, you said it well. Pella is more than just windows and doors. We provide lasting beauty, performance, and innovation. Pella has been known for a lot of innovation, being around 100 years this year with Pella. Fantastic innovation and quality products.
All right, Shelby, let's talk about some of the product materials y'all offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we offer a vinyl product. We also offer the fiberglass that Kevin just spoke about, and then also a wood. And we have it's an aluminum clad wrapped wood product. The aluminum clad is on the outside. It covers the wood completely, and that's to protect your window from the elements.
Energy efficient products, people ask you about, hey, do you have them?
So yes, we do have many energy efficient, Energy Star standard windows. Pella does go above and beyond, such as a triple pane glass or a low E coating that is baked onto the window itself, and it meets those Energy Star guidelines.
Especially in this Texas heat.
Absolutely, the Texas heat. We have specific windows for the Texas heat.
I want to ask as well, Kevin, if I can, about warranties, because my understanding is best in the industry, huh?
We have some of the best limited lifetime warranties on our products there is out there. We also have Pella certified installers working through us at our showroom experience center. We also provide a 10-year warranty on our installation piece, which is separate from the products itself on that limited lifetime warranty. So a 20-year warranty on that glass, that seal failure, now if a rock goes through it, that may not be covered. So some great warranties out there. You would be relaxed knowing when you put in our windows or doors in your home.
All right, Shelby, tell us about what separates Pella from other similar companies that do the same thing.
Absolutely. So Pella offers more custom colors and finish options than other competitors in the industry, including dual frame colors. Black and white or brown and white are very popular right now. Custom stains and colors, they cater to our historic, luxury, and traditional homes that are often found in the Austin area.
Oh, I like that. And Shelby, anything you wanted to add about, if somebody hasn't been to the store before and they don't know what to expect?
Yeah, absolutely. So as Kevin mentioned, we do have all of the options there. A lot of people don't realize that we also do doors, front doors, patio doors, sliding doors, multi-slide doors, even a pivot door if you need it. We'd love to have you come see us.
Sounds like a ton of fun. All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Check out Pella's Experience Center in person on Burnett Road or learn more at Pella.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Austin. Oh, the smell in this studio is absolutely incredible. A super local collab is bringing us the ultimate sweet treat. This Sunday, one day only, the Peach Tortilla and Cranky Grannies combine forces for an over-the-top mega milkshake. Cranky Granny's owner, Siani Dean, and the Peach Tortilla's executive sous chef, Brian Graves, are here to tell us more about it. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. Siani, we're starting with you. I'm so excited that I'm getting introduced to you today because you guys have been in business 2 years and cinnamon rolls are my thing.
Yeah.
Tell us about Cranky Grannies.
Yeah, so Cranky Grannies, we offer a variety of different cinnamon rolls. So like here today, we have the cinnamon toast crunch one that we'll actually be doing a collab with Peach Tortilla this weekend with. And then we have like some of our minis, like our strawberry shortcake, mocha, cookies and cream, and we even have a savory roll that we'll be bringing pretty soon, our buffalo chicken bite.
A buffalo chicken bite in kind of cinnamon roll form.
In form, yes.
I have a feeling that it's like kind of don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, it looks really good though, and those tiny bites, perfect for a party, but boy, would this be amazing to bring to like a group of people, corporate events, all that sort of thing. So I'm guessing you do a fair amount of catering.
You already know.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're getting a couple shots here of this fabulous milkshake that is, I mean, the better part of 6 to 8 inches tall. It certainly looks calorie-free. Chef Brian, if you wouldn't mind, remind us about Peach Tortilla and what it is y'all do.
Well, so the Peach Tortilla, we've been around since about 2010. We started as a food truck, worked our way into a brick and mortar. Now we have 3 locations downtown, one in Cedar Park and one on the Burnett, and as well as one in the airport. For this weekend, so we're bringing back our mega milkshakes and burger specials that we do. We're doing it every last Sunday of the month.
Okay.
So this one is going to be this Sunday. It is the cinnamon cereal milk milkshake with a cereal milk whip and one of the Cranky Granny cinnamon rolls, as well as a little bit of the toasted cinnamon caramel sauce all over it.
You're making like a yummy everything comes together motion with your hands,
Yes.
which is, I think,
Yeah.
exactly what happens. But Peach Tortilla, not necessarily where I would have thought of to go for milkshakes. You guys actually did this a long time ago, and you're bringing it back.
Yeah, so about almost 8 years ago now, we did them, and they were really popular. We kind of took a hiatus, but over the last couple months, for the last 3 months, we've been doing it again, working with local bakeries to with their product.
Absolutely. And so how does it feel, Siani, to be chosen to kind of collab together?
I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
I was super excited. Cause I mean, we see them in the airport all the time. I travel pretty frequently, and to have the Peach Tortilla reach out to Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls to do a collab, it was super amazing.
Yeah, because they're pretty established here, but you're getting there too. You're
Oh,
getting there too. All right, you brought a little demo for us today, and it's actually the rollout of your dough. I'm just going to move this aside so our viewers at home can see. Will you tell me what has gone into this lovely dough?
All right, so we have our dough that we make in-house. So we make our dough every single day. So unlike most bakeries where you kind of make everything in the beginning of the day, we're rolling out cinnamon rolls and baking cinnamon rolls from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Wow.
So this is our
And the fact that you're open that long?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a surprising thing for a cinnamon roll place. Look at that bite.
that's one of my favorites too.
Ooh, that looks
cookie
delicious.
butter banana crunch. But so we have our dough rolled out right here.
Okay.
And
And,
then
what
we'll-
goes into that dough, by the way?
So you have like your butter, your salt, sugar, milk.
No surprising ingredients that people wouldn't find on any other recipe, or are you holding something back from me?
Nothing too crazy, but I will say that our cinnamon rolls are egg free.
Egg-free. Interesting. Okay. And so this looks like butter that's been warmed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have some butter inside, and we do not hold back on that because we want you to have that ooey gooey goodness right there inside.
I will say I happen to touch one of these cinnamon rolls already. Feels so soft under my fingers. It's amazing. What's your blend here as you're putting, is it just cinnamon and sugar in?
So we do dark brown sugar, white sugar, and cinnamon.
Oh, okay. So that's why it has that like really healthy brown glow.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm fascinated to see the rolling process here because it's definitely above my skill set.
So we're just going to pull, tuck, and roll, pull,
So
tuck, and roll.
It's really little actions actually in the beginning just to get it going.
Yep.
but then rolling up kind of all comes, well, I think what you're doing is making it look easy.
Of course.
I think that's what's happening here. But about how many cinnamon rolls do you normally get out of a dough, or are you making this really teensy for us for television purposes?
Yes, definitely. But we normally get about 33 cinnamon rolls out of one dough.
Okay. And so you guys are working hard, giving us all sorts of different flavor combinations. Yes, look at the
you're able to
middle
see
of
all
those
that extra
things.
ooey gooey.
Ooey gooey, and like so much spiral. Any chef on a cooking show would be so thrilled with that.
Definitely.
Okay, so I want to talk real quickly, Chef Brian, about the fact that this is just a one-day collab. In fact, you told me just one shift.
Yep, so we are kind of talking about maybe doing it for the whole weekend at the end of the month, but for now, we're only doing it that last Sunday of every month.
And tell me about all of the wonderful stuff that you have put into this milkshake on top of the fabulous little cinnamon roll that you got from Cranky Granny's.
Overnight we let the milk sit with some cereal to get it nice and like infused, and then that's going to be like the biggest flavor. A little bit of butter pecan ice cream to complement everything else.
Oh, that's a good flavor.
The whipped cream is like a really, I eat it just by itself. It's a really intense flavored like whipped cream with the cereal, some cinnamon.
That you guys are making yourselves.
That we made ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then obviously some of the cereal. And then I did a toasted cinnamon caramel and the butter pecan ice cream. Sorry, so there's a lot of
it's so much goodness.
There's a surprising amount of components.
Surprising amount of components and this lovely little crown of cinnamon rolls to show it off. Can you just give me a couple of ideas, Siani, of other flavors that you guys offer? You said you saw your favorite on screen just a minute ago.
Yeah, so that was the cookie butter banana crunch. Peach cobbler is one of our number ones. Banana pudding. Strawberry shortcake. We basically make your favorite desserts into cinnamon rolls. And then, I mean, we have the fall time coming up. So we have a pumpkin spice coming, the stuffed sweet potato
I asked,
pie.
you were like, girl, of course.
Yeah, that's definitely coming. Yep, the caramel apple, that's also one of my favorites too.
Lovely. And so earlier, Chef Brian, you mentioned that you guys have a location in Cedar Park, and I'm thinking this is the connection here because you're about to have a brand new location in Cedar Park, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's so exciting. So 2 brick and mortars now?
Yeah, so we'll have our one that's over here in Pflugerville, and then we'll have our location over in the Cedar Park area.
Oh, that's wonderful. Serving more folks. And so, Brian, maybe last question for you. Let's talk about Austin Restaurant Weeks real quickly.
Yeah, so we're doing Austin Restaurant Weeks through all 3 of our locations. The Peach Tortilla locations are sharing a menu. It's going to be cookbook themed, and then at Bar Peach we have a pork chop and a ahi tuna tostada that we're running over downtown.
Our new producer Blake, I just said go to Bar Peach because it is such a sweet little, older home setup, and you guys still serve up fabulous food there.
Yeah, it's a really awesome vibe.
It's a good vibe. Yeah, such a cool collaboration, guys. Thank you so much both for your time.
I appreciate it.
Of course. For more information on this amazing sweet treat collaboration, visit crankygrannies.com or thepeachtortilla.com and stay with us. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Mother's Milk Bank at Austin. The mothers of preterm and sick infants are often those who are least likely to be able to provide milk for their babies, and it's the reason why Mother's Milk Bank at Austin was created. MMBA saves babies' lives by providing prescribed, pasteurized donor human milk, and Executive Director Kim Updegrove is here to tell us more. Kim, let's start by talking about the difference between a milk bank and community sharing of milk.
I'm glad you asked this question. So a milk bank is a formal organization. It's a nonprofit organization that screens moms who are healthy and lactating and producing more milk than their baby needs. They get to donate that milk, and the milk then is made safe for tiny, vulnerable infants. And those in particular are babies who are born very premature, so very small enough to fit in my hand, or they are born full term but with heart and stomach anomalies that lead them to be able to only tolerate human milk feedings. We are the place that makes that milk safe after it's been donated. Very different from community sharing.
Okay, it is incredible what you guys do for our community. And I know it's the largest milk bank in the United States, right?
That's true. So we didn't set out to be the largest, but it turns out that we've answered a lot of the science questions and a lot of the research, and so we serve the largest number of hospitals around the US. There are so many of these babies born every single year. 60,000 of them are under 3.5 pounds when they're born. So very fragile that only human milk can be fed to them.
I just want to make a call out to anybody who's watching this morning who might find themselves in this exact situation, in a position where they might be able to give a little extra from what they're giving their baby. What would you say to them to get the process started?
I would say that every healthy lactating mother needs to consider today whether she can put aside 1 or 2 ounces of milk today, put it in her freezer, and over the course of the month, she's going to have enough to go through the screening process and find out that she can be a lifesaver. No one regrets saving the life of a baby. Becoming a lifesaver is as easy as becoming a milk donor, and I am begging the community to consider becoming a donor today.
Such important information, Kim, and thank you for all you do for our community. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Mother's Milk Bank at Austin needs your help. To show your support by donating milk, money, or time, go to milkbank.org. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Mother's Milk Bank at Austin. Welcome back, folks. You'll probably recognize Xander Caruso, a friend of the show today from Barton Springs Nursery, who we always call a plant pro. But today, he's also joined by Mazzy Lattery, who is on the design team at Barton Springs Nursery, here to talk a little bit more about what they can accomplish. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Lovely to see you both. Xander, we get to hang out pretty often, but I always love when you bring a friend in.
Yes.
So let's talk, Mazzy, if we can, about y'all's philosophy when you talk about approaching landscape design.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really focus on making landscapes that are custom to suit personal lifestyles, something that feels just like it can inspire you to have a daily rhythm that's more outdoors. And so it could mean having your morning coffee or an evening glass of wine or time for play or just moments to reflect. So we really try to call that into everything that we do with all the plants we place in people's homes. And focus on education too. So you may learn a lot about plants you've never heard of and how that might connect to your personal styles or aesthetics, or maybe there's a scent you really love that we can inspire you to just have a better day. So
I
really
like that.
the heart of what we do.
And this is your focus. You went and got a degree in ecology of all things, and so plants are a big deal to you.
Yes, absolutely.
So asking a plant, we've got 2 plant pros really is what we have here in the studio.
Yes.
I want to, if I can, Xander, pick your brain about encouraging that outdoor living.
Yeah,
piece.
absolutely. And I think our design team works really hard to make sure we're putting the right things in the right place. A lot of our native plants, they smell great. There's a lot of great smelling native plants, but also there's water conservation that also goes into it. So we want people to imagine landscapes that exist in Texas rather than a landscape that would exist in England or California or, you know, Michigan.
I'm not going to get the rhododendron bushes that I just saw in Maine a couple months ago that were, you know, the height of this ceiling. They were awesome, but yes, it's just not what Texas has to offer. So let's talk about your artistry in design, Mazzy, if we can. You kind of have what you call living, evolving spaces.
Yeah, so really it's such a fun creative art form. We do a lot of layering of colors and textures, focusing a lot on seasonality, making sure you're always having kind of like a picture to paint that is evolving over time. So you'll see different blooms coming in the spring and then the summer and then the fall. And that seasonal shift is a big piece of art that also kind of ties into the daily rhythms and just being able to engage and always step out and see something that surprises you or a new thing popping up doing its thing. So that's really big for us. And then also just kind of using like vignettes as a way to think about things, like framing things so that when you're walking through your space or sitting from your porch, you're always kind of looking at like a beautiful curated space rather than like just a couple things placed here and there. It's more of telling a story and weaving everything together.
Which takes experience to do. It's not something that most of us can just walk in off the street and be like, well, this is going to bloom through each season perfectly. So that's why talking to y'all is a really important part of what we're going to discuss here in a second. But if I can, let's touch on your ecology portion, just like the native adaptive plants. And so Xander, if you wouldn't mind starting us off there.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of things that we look through when looking at, I'll start with adapted plants. You know, there's things like crepe myrtles, you know. I love a crepe myrtle. They're beautiful. We don't tend to use them in a lot of designs, but they do work well. But we'd prefer to go with something like a Texas persimmon that's native, that'll give you fruit, has beautiful bark in the same way.
Is crepe myrtle not
native.
It's
native to Asia.
I see so many of them, I assumed.
Yeah, and so there are plants that can work adapted, but we tend to go with something that's a little bit more native. And also, we know what works throughout the entire season. So if something's going to bloom in spring, but not the rest of the year, we give you something for the summer. And then we can give you something that only pops up in the fall. So you have this kind of ever-changing landscape. And there's plenty of native Texas plants that do that. We want people to feel like they're a part of Texas and not somewhere else in the world.
Right, and spending all that time and money and water and energy trying to keep something alive that probably isn't going to grow all that great.
Yes.
I'm guessing that you brought me a couple of good examples of something that would be great in a garden today.
Well, these are actually the potted plants. So for the house, which almost nothing from Texas can really be potted and put indoors.
Okay.
They love the heat too much, but a lot of these plants can exist either on a patio, like Candelia. That is a really beautiful little euphorbia. It's kind of waxy, kind of like a succulent.
But it's not prickly, so...
Not prickly, no. It's very, very nice, stately. We have a beautiful bottle tree. This is a little baby bottle tree. Really great. They work in all different kinds of spaces. We have a couple throughout the nursery ourselves. And then we have this lovely ring of fire philodendron. These come from rainforests all around the world, so they can exist in a house very easily or as a patio plant. But with most potted plants, I would say 95% of them, our winters are far too cold. So if you have any of these guys growing outside, you want to bring them inside in the winter.
This is fascinating. Okay, so for potted plants, the indoor stuff, that's the non-Texas stuff.
Pretty much.
All right, good to know. So speaking of pottery, if I can touch on that with you, Mazzy, let's talk about the types of pottery that y'all can offer for some of these gorgeous plants.
Yeah, pots are a great way to bring art into your space. We focus on a lot of handcrafted pottery from all over and use a lot of neutral tones that have different textures to really offer kind of a grounding in your space. So you can have, you know, cool furniture and then something that's a little bit more just natural like this, letting the plant really shine and do its thing.
Yeah, you're selling me a little bit of vision here.
Yeah.
When I see these, I'm like, oh, the pot itself is gorgeous, and then the plant, it just sets it off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Xander, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to mention that something our design team will do is tell you what plants, especially for indoors, you know, we take a look at if there's a vent here, what kind of lighting is actually coming through the house, you know, pull out the compass, see eastern versus western sun, or what kind of light is coming in. You know, does this house plant need a lot more light, or can it, you know, hang out in a small corner with not a lot of light? We try to make sure people are getting the right plants for the right space. You know, people think they don't have a green thumb. They just might not have the right plant.
It's possible I don't have the right plant. Okay, and just real quickly, Mazzy, before we let y'all go, it starts with having a conversation with y'all, right? And even if your space is small or if it's really big, you guys can still help.
Totally, yes. Even if it's just a small, weird corner in your backyard that you don't know what to do with, or you have 3 acres and you want to make a big transformation, we're happy to work at any scale and started this because there's so many people at the nursery feeling overwhelmed. So happy to help in whatever service.
Design team can help y'all. All right, check out the pros in person on Bee Caves Road, or online, BartonSpringsNursery.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Groundworks. Groundworks helps homeowners with their foundation repair, crawl space, and concrete lifting needs. Their top priority is providing high-quality home repair solutions and personalized service to local homeowners. Certified Field Inspector Devin Stelzik is here to tell us more. Devin, what causes those cracks, those pits, that sinking concrete? Gives you kind of that sinking feeling that folks might see around their home.
For sure. So sinking concrete often comes from the soil underneath of it. So during our summer months when we get a lot of sun and it starts to dry out our soil, that on top of being washed away from rain is a big culprit of that. General wear and tear and harsh weather conditions can also cause our concrete to crack and chip up.
So why is it so important to make sure you get concrete fixed? In addition to the fact that you're kind of on a time crunch, it's the fact that you want to keep people safe.
Yeah, so just like you said, tripping concrete, when you've got family and friends coming over for the summertime and everybody's playing around in the backyard, that sinking concrete can definitely be a tripping hazard. So it's good to make sure you keep your safety of your friends and family as your top priority and get that addressed.
Yeah, stand out from the crowd by having really good foundation.
Really nice concrete.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's talk about the types of solutions that are available that y'all offer and how long lasting they are.
So for concrete, we have a polyurethane solution. So what's great about a polyurethane is it's effective in 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's much less evasive than, mud jacking or total concrete replacement of ripping everything out and pouring it brand new, because those don't address the root causes. So our solution, it's cured in 15 minutes. It has a 5-year industry-leading warranty on that. And so it's not going to leach into the soils, the drinking water, or any animals or anything that may come in contact with it. It's completely safe for that. All of our projects usually take about half of a day to 1 full day to take care of. Our experts are going to come out there, inject our polyurethane in there, get those tripping hazards taken care of, seal our control joints and our cracks, and give you a long-lasting finish on that.
That sounds good to me. And so if someone's watching today, they've maybe had that kind of feeling of, oh no, I'm starting to see some cracks. How do they get in touch with you? How does the process start?
So for us, you can reach out to us online or over the phone. You set up a free inspection. We'll send one of our certified field inspectors out to the home, and they're going to do a really good job inspecting the driveway or your home if it's for your foundation. And they're going to come up with a solution for you right then and there and leave you with an estimate before they leave.
Awesome. All right, Devin, thank you so much for your time.
Rosie, it's my pleasure.
Get started on fixing concrete around your home with a free inspection today. Learn more at groundworks.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Groundworks. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Pella Windows and Doors of Austin, Mother's Milk Bank at Austin, and Paws Veterinary.